Hello, I'm Mrs. Wentz, your child's 5th grade teacher. I have been teaching at Lobostal for 21 years. I've taught 3rd and 5th grade, and this year I'm excited to welcome your child into our classroom to the 2020-21 school year. Mrs. Dopke and I are going to share a video with you of what to expect in 5th grade. Thank you.
Hello families and welcome to 5th grade. I am Mrs. Mary Dopke
And I'm Mrs. Barbara Wentz.
and we are going to share with you a presentation about all the things that we will be learning about in 5th grade.
In social studies this year, the students will learn about Native American tribes, explorers, 13 colonies, government, and constitution. The students will be keeping an interactive notebook to help them learn about the different areas. They will have a social studies book that they can take home when needed, and we will be doing different types of projects to learn about the different areas.
In math, we use the Math Expressions series. You can see all of the different units that we will cover. We will cover addition and subtraction, multiplication and division of fractions and decimals, along with geometry and measurement and some algebra. It is imperative that students master their fact, fluency, and multiplication. Otherwise, all of the units become very difficult. We will, however, take some time at the beginning of the year to review 4th grade objectives, seeing as how we missed some school at the end of the year.
Literacy block. The students will have a 90-minute uninterrupted literacy block. During Daily 5, the students will read to self, work on writing, and listening to reading. The rounds will be about 30 minutes each. During reading, the students will work on comprehension, accuracy, fluency, and vocabulary. We'll be meeting with them either individually or in reading groups. During this time, they will keep an interactive notebook with all the strategies that they have learned.
For writing, we will have writer's workshop every day. We use the MESA units for our writing instruction. Students this year will be working on personal narratives, persuasive essays, informational research, nonfiction writing, opinion, and memoir. Once again, students will have an interactive notebook in which they keep all of their writing. All their writing work should stay at school and should not go home. Oftentimes it goes home and it doesn't come back and it's not ready for writer's workshop the next day. So we ask that all writing stays in school, and we'll send home final writings when they're all done.
Science. In science, we use STEM scopes. The students will be learning about matter and energy flow in an ecosystem, observing our sky, human impact on the Earth systems, and interactions in matter. This program is very hands-on, but most of the investigations we will either be doing, the students will do individual, or we will do it as a demonstration.
Schoology. Schoology is Lance Cruz's online learning platform. It will have all of our class information in one place. We will be introducing the kids during the first few weeks of school to Schoology, how to use Schoology, and in the case that we were to go remote, that's what our learning platform would be. All students would use Schoology. You can expect to see some parent-student homework in the second week of school and on using Schoology. Expectations for Schoology will be sent home at a later date.
M-STEP. The students will be taking M-STEP testing in April. As of right now, we are planning on still taking it unless we hear something else from the district. Language arts, the students will be doing a reading portion and a writing portion. They will also be doing math, social studies, and science. We will send more about M-STEP later.
NWEA. NWEA is an assessment tool that we use here in L'Anse Creuse. Students take an online test in reading, language, and math multiple times throughout the year. After they test, parents will be sent home reports explaining the results of their students' assessment.
Homework. Most work that is brought home will be unfinished classwork. Students are required to finish this during the night and bring it back in the morning. Students also are required to read for 20 minutes nightly. They can also work on fact fluency or study for tests and quizzes. All textbooks can be brought home to study, but they must be brought back the next day.
Guidelines for appropriate dress. Masks need to be worn the whole entire school day. They must be worn over the nose and mouth. We will provide breaks throughout the day. Appropriate and safe footwear must be worn, so no flip-flops, no slippers. Shorts, skirts, and dresses must extend beyond the open hand of the student while standing or be at least mid-thigh length. Pants must ride at or above the hip line, covering all undergarments. Pajamas are not permitted unless it is a school-wide pajama day. Students who wear yoga pants, tights, or leggings must also wear tops that are long enough to cover their rears. And parents, we thank you as we are practicing modesty as we get students ready for middle school. So we really appreciate your help in this matter.
Supplies for 5th grade. We have supplied everything your student will need in the classroom. We have folders, spiral notebooks, composition books. We even have highlighters, pencils, red pens, checking pens. But if you want to bring anything of your own, you can. But we are asking or recommending headphones or earbuds for daily use for the kids, and they need to have their own. A sketchbook or a spiral book for drawing, because kids like to draw while we are reading aloud. And tissues for the whole class to use during the winter months when they'll be getting sick and needing those things. If you can find Clorox wipes, that would be great. Otherwise, thank you very much.
So all else, so just some odds and ends. Every day, both classrooms will have a scheduled snack break. Both of us require a healthy snack.
Yes.
No chips, no Doritos, no chocolate bars, things like that. So snacks would be yogurts or bagels or fruit, vegetables, those kind of things.
They can keep the unhealthy snacks for lunchtime.
Birthdays. So in L'Anse Creuse, all birthday treats are not allowed this year. So if you would like to celebrate your son or daughter in a different way and maybe donate a book or a game to the classroom, that would always be appreciated as well.
And we'll still celebrate your child in class. It just won't be with a birthday treat.
Spirit Days, the first Friday of every month, will be Spirit Day. And so we asked students to wear their spirit gear that day. And if they don't have spirit gear, purposefully wearing red and white. And I do believe I heard something about Spirit Days being a little bit more competitive this year. So let's
hear that.
Go room 20.
Room 21.
Yeah. Also, we wanted to point out that with this year being a little bit different than in years past, students will not be sharing materials. So while we have given them everything that they need, if they scissors, they may have their own, and because they won't be sharing anything. So all of those things will be at their seats, at their desks. No trapper keepers, because we just don't have space for something that big. Truly, the folders and notebooks that we provided are what we want them to use. But if they want their own mechanical pencil or their special markers, by all means, they can have that at their own seat. If they want their own hand sanitizer at their seat, a small thing of tissue, not a giant box, we just don't have space for everyone to have their own personal big box of tissue.
They're going to have to keep everything in their desks, so just keep that in mind when they're buying the materials.
And please label with your student's name all of their materials, what they're bringing in, so we just know what belongs to who. And as always, if you have any questions for us, please feel free to email us at any time.